Forgive me for the rocky start. So, this is more than anything me seeing if I can get streams working good. So MS Paint. Forgive me for shitty ass talking commentary. I don't know words. All right. Um. So back in the day, when I was still in high school, I did Pokemon pixel artwork of fusions, and I thought that might be a thing to impromptu stream at random times. So right now, I'm just gonna make myself a Twitch background, and I figured I might as well stream it. So I used Fusimon as the Tumblr blog that I did things on. Yes, Tumblr. Ignore any horrible spelling. I usually did these late at night when I couldn't sleep. But yeah, so we're just gonna go through my old Tumblr blog and start pulling my things. I'm just gonna make a background with those, and anyone who wants to watch can. Glands in its brain produce a powerful neurotoxin which they continuously excrete to protect themselves from predators. I remember the process I'd always go through is just mix the things and then come up with just like typing and description and all of that. Usually, more often than not, based on anonymous requests. And we're just gonna rip out the teeny tiny sprites. And that's what I'm doing. Near the end of this, I may actually make a couple of new ones. Yeah. And I used to have a lot of fun doing this. The cones on the sides of their head generate static electricity. When upset, they will begin to discharge the energy, resulting in a small thundercloud above their head. My Tumblr blog is still up, and I may look to that for requests, possibly, or ask Twitch stream. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I've not done this before. Oops. Transparent selection. It's just... Oh my god, I just realized how horrible quality the... Because I don't think I have the original sprites anymore. Let me check. That might have been like a computer ago. Oh! Hold on. I don't have all of the originals. Wait, do I have them? That's definitely not all of them. That's just some ones I did on this computer. I think there might be backups of them on a USB drive buried somewhere, but Lord knows where that is. So, I could always touch these back up so they're not horribly fuzzy or something, but I don't know. Or maybe I'll revisit them and do them over again in the distant future. Or actually, hold on. What I should be doing... Let's see what happens if I do... Hold on. And yes, I use MS Paint for this. It's free and I got good at it. So if I use the big one, when I shrink down the big one, will that do it? I think I want to shrink them by 50%. Turn grid on. Yeah, 50% shrink down gets them back to original pixel size. You still get a little bit of color distortion, but it's about what I had. Okay. It's better than just using the teeny ones, I think. Alright. I'll be periodically peeking at the... oops, I clicked. I'll be periodically peeking at the chat to interact, but it won't always be in front of me, just so y'all know. Alright. We could possibly also get other people popping in at some point, because I am actually chilling in call on my Discord server and throw out an announcement to anyone who wanted to. Alright. Yeah. This was one I really liked right here. It's very simple, but I think it came out good. A lot of them are like basically just mashing the two things together. This one's so small. That looks almost like not right how small it is. But no pixel measurements are okay. Oh man, it really does get fuzzed up by the shrinking. Or not by the shrinking, by the quality that I don't have my original rips and I'm pulling these back off my Tumblr blog. Alright, anyway, next one being pulled out. Mega Agrozard. So, yeah, Mega Charizard X and Aggron. The inside of its body burns at temperatures of 2,700 Fahrenheit, and its jaws are strong enough to cut steel, allowing it to eat metal. I always did shiny and not shiny, you can see. And my sprite source, I think that site's been shut down now. Like, I'll look it up right now. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think it's around anymore. This was... Yeah, it was a site just full of Pokemon sprites, and it's what I used, but it got shut down at some point, or it didn't. Or, like, I don't know what happened to it, just disappeared. But yeah. And there's the... Oh yeah, the Alola sprites I had gotten from a DeviantArt person, I just started crediting them. In hindsight, I should have asked them for permission first before I just started doing it. But I was young and didn't think about that. Also, man, hang on. Shiny Charizard X is cool. Pichu Cyndaquil mix? I might do that at some point. By the way, the VOD of this is definitely going to go up on YouTube at some point. So, viewers on that, I'm doing this on Twitch originally. This is just going to be a rip of a Twitch stream, so you may hear me turn and talk to the chat at some points. I'm just going to use the small one and this one because the big one actually had, like, he was too big for Smash. He broke out of the confines of his box. I know with the description of this one, with a lot of them I tried to go for, like, the Gen 1 descriptions that, like, make absolutely no sense in wider context. Which is why, like, I think the temperature I looked up was something like temperature of the surface of the sun, and just said he burned at that heat. Because Pokemon loves its nonsensical, Dex entries. See, when I do this, it looks really good, but then without it, it looks fuzzy. Actually, I don't know how the grid looks for you guys on stream. Maybe I'll do Pichu Cyndaquil mix at the end of this, if I can get sprites. I don't have my old sprite resource anymore, so... And here's one from a person who wasn't anonymous. Wiggly Maw. So... They give off a sweet scent and... They give off a sweet scent and friendly demeanor to draw in prey before eating them whole. John's head slowly digests its prey over the course of several days. Jesus Christ, what kind of vor nightmare did I create there? I'm gonna try to arrange these in a way that looks, like, moderately nice. Oh, this is another one that's... Next one's really simple, but I like how it came out. Fire-type muck made out of magma. So, this one wasn't a specific ask for me to fuse two things, but just make an alternate typing. So the other Pokemon in there were just for color. They've been known to reach temperatures of 1600 Celsius, hot enough to melt stone. I think he liked the magma look that I gave him. I know at one point I started using Twitch instead for a very short time, but I found out the hashtag Fusimon, which is like the name of my old blog, is already in use, has FU Simon for people who hated Simon from America's Got Talent. Oh, I cannot get links. I think I blocked links being sent through the Twitch chat, so if you're trying to send me a link, if you give just the name of the site, I may be able to look at it. They appear to aid forest Pokemon in need. Because of this, they are referred to as Heroes of the Wood. I know I gave that because he had the little cape, and I was like, oh, superhero aesthetic or something. Oh wait, no, I want to use the big ones and shrink those down. The sprite resource, I'll have to check it out. I got some coffee here. Hello, and welcome to my mukbang channel. Prepare for me to mukbang your ears. Let's see here. Let me look at that sprite resource real fast. Oh, this might be a site. I have actually looked at this one in the past. I'd have to download them, but it'd be a way to continue doing this. Hey, I'll have to look at that. Alright, what's the next one? Actually, I might as well rip the sprites that I have the high quality versions of saved. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh wait, I'm opening a second paint. Is that gonna mess up the stream? No, it's still gonna record the one that I said to record. Okay. Oh, this first one is one that I don't know if I ever posted. Yeah, it was asked to fuse Turtwig and... God, what is the name of that one? This guy. It was Turtwig and this guy. You can see that it looks a little wonk, because one, I never quite finished it, and two, I was pulling from a 3D model for the bird. And I wanted to simplify the shading to look... Oh. Pike Peck. Alright. Yeah, I had to simplify the coloring, which... I don't know if this one looks amazing. It doesn't look terrible. I definitely need to shrink it down by 50%. I'm actually gonna... Hang on. Again, I don't think I ever posted this one, so let's just... Yeah, squishing that head down definitely helps. I think I want to lean that over a little. And lean that over a little, yeah. And then, and I think that slight shift, hold on, I think it needs to be shifted back. And oops. Tilt the whole stick a little bit more. I think will look nice. Oops. I think that looks okay. He's a dork. Yeah, he's a goofy looking one. He's got the little shell too. Actually, thinking now with the recent resurgence of Avatar, it makes me think of the turtle duck because of the bird turtle mixture going on. That one looks okay. Oh yeah, especially once it's zoomed back out. Like if it was in an actual game, you'd probably see it at about that level of zoom. At which point I think it looks alright. Hmm. Alright, oh, oh my god, hang on. So this one, this is what I really liked. Bufflax. I believe the original request was specifically to just make a buff Snorlax. And I think I achieved that quite well. It's the fastest, easiest way to do it, but I fucking love him. He was like one of the contenders for my like blog mascot back in the day, just because he's so silly. Ooh, and this next one is a double set. Oh wait, it's not a double set. Wait, what's the difference here? Oh no, it's a full evolution chain. That's what it is. Yee. The two Kanto bugs fused. I like how it came out. It makes the cocoon form not look like she like it looks like it could actually do something in combat. Looks like Bufflax looks like Lucario. Looks like he's ready to fucking just suplex someone. This is another one that was this next one I'm about to post. This was another one that was very simple, but like I liked it despite it being real simple. I got lots of requests to use Whimsicott because I think people just liked seeing Pokemon with afros. So there's gonna be a lot of Whimsicott stuff. I think that was his name, Whimsicott or Whimsicotton or something like that. These ones they don't have like the dex entries. And then here's another one. I think this was one that I had. Maybe I do have dex entries of these things somewhere, just not with their like or saved files. Because I definitely remember writing something about this one being like a nature spirit. Also, look at it. Look at it. Little Manaphy Celebi mixture. I'd buy a plush of that. Mmm. This was one of the ones that I know I always wanted to make. I don't remember if I got a request. I'm pretty sure I got a request after a while, and I was like, yes! This is what I would make if I was ever shy on requests. And it is Dalgia and Palagia mixed, the god of space and time. I know, when I was making, I also had pulled up the statue that you see in Platinum that is supposed to be a misinterpretation of them. That it was like a fusion of the two. Because, like, you know, I looked at that for reference because I wanted to make it look sort of like the statue they use. Oh, hello, welcome more peoples. I'm just going through, wait, 7 people are already watching? Oh no, only 4, wait, oh, the number's fluctuating a little. I'm just going through my old Pokemon sprite artwork and making a channel background. Because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do a mix of some sprite artwork, some video games, maybe some other stuff, I don't know. Also, apologies for the black bars at the sort of top and bottom. The paint program doesn't fit the whole stream window for some reason. Oops. Links are blocked. I had the auto moderator, I made it to block links because I don't have moderators, so auto moderation is the best way to stop sketchy things from being posted. I really liked my space and time fusion though. Could you whisper it to me? What? What do you mean, wait, is whispering a mechanic on Twitch that I just don't know about because I'm big stupid? Oh, DM me on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, you can just DM me on Twitch. See, the wording of whisper, I was like, wait, is there like some sort of way to type things that I'm not aware of because I don't use Twitch enough? Because I would not put it past me to be dumb like that. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that's really nice looking. And do you mind if I throw it up on stream so other people can see it? All right. Here, I'll just copy the image over for a moment. So yeah, this is well, this a VOD of this is eventually going to be thrown up on YouTube, just so everyone joining is aware. And look at this wonderful bit of pixel work done by somebody in the audience. I think that looks very good. Yeah. It's a massive image compared to the scale I'm working on, but it's really, yeah. I don't know that. It's just nice. I don't even think I can give any input other than keep it up. It looks really nice. But anyway. So, this next one doesn't actually have a shiny variant of it made. The 2 fossils. I like how it looks. And just a little sprouts an entire body off its lower half. Thank you. I have an old Tumblr that I did them all on, the Fusimon. I remember what made me start doing it was a YouTuber who did like Pokemon Fusion stuff, and I loved watching his stuff, and I realized he was using MS Paint, and I was like, fuck, I have MS Paint, I can do that. But his channel is sadly deleted. Which, you know, when it went away, I was upset, because I very much enjoyed watching his content. Yes, this is my first stream. Well, I guess technically, I've tried streaming gameplay in the past of, like, video game stuff, but I never, like, stuck with it. I love this one. Right now, these are the few that I have saved on this computer that I'm going through. I have a bunch on my blog, but the ones on the blog that I'm going to be ripping are going to be lower quality, so they won't look as nice. So I'm just getting the nicer versions I have saved on this computer first. New frog? I guess I haven't heard that word. Yeah. Yeah, like, previously I had, way back months ago, made an attempt to stream, like, I don't remember, some game. And yeah, my plan going forward is, I've mentioned this several times during stream already, but, stream a mix of, like, game and art, some streams being impromptu. I haven't mentioned this yet. I think I'm gonna start trying to stream every Saturday. Probably at 3. Nothing is set in stone yet, though, because I have a terrible sleep schedule. This one is definitely from a request back on Tumblr, and like back in the day on Tumblr, this one right here. I think this one came out really good. Again, for anyone new who's joined, I'm not sure how many people joined or left, because it's been going up and down a little bit whenever I peak. But right now I'm just basically making the long-term background for my channel by just putting together a bunch of my old art. Right now I'm just getting them all. I'm probably gonna make them arranged in a nice looking manner. Actually, I should... What's the aspect ratio of a Twitch banner? Because I should make the thing shaped like that. Oh, because yeah, Pippi the Frog. Man, that originates from like a webcomic, doesn't it? The Pepe Frog. Like, I want to say it's like, yeah. I've never actually seen the webcomic itself. Twitch banner size is 1920 by 480 pixels. Okay. 1920 by 480. So, let me... Properties. 20 by 480. Oh no, I just lost several. Hold on. Let me... Oh shoot. Still lost her. There we go, nothing's lost now. Alright, Oh, here we go. Here we go. This next one. This was... I think I actually have a higher quality version that's using a newer sprite. But this was what I ended up picking to be my channel, or my Tumblr icon. So, for context, my inspiration from this immediately came from seeing an old 4Kids TV ad in which Batman sings the Jigglypuff song to Robin to put him to sleep, and because at the time I was doing all my my Pokemon fusion stuff, I was just like, oh well, now I gotta give Jigglypuff a Batman cowl. So, there might be a higher quality version of that one to come. Now we got this one. Oh wait, that one just hold on. There we go. Get it back to proper size. So I can't copy the whole image, I'll just copy the piece I need, which is the final fusion. Oh yeah, I made, I want to say almost 200 of these back when I did my account, or my Tumblr stuff. I know I broke 151 because originally I did them on just my personal blog, but then as I started getting lots of asks and started getting a lot, I made a separate Tumblr blog that I posted them all on, and it was at the 151 mark that I made the new blog. With the Jigglypuff Batman being number 151. Let's see here. Oh, so this next one was actually the first one I had made. Because before I got requests, my plan, I just did this because I was like, why not? And my idea was to do the Pokemon that were in the same breeding families as each other. So Cubone and Lickitung were in the same family, so I fused the two of them. And that was the first fusion I did, which I think kinda shows, because, like, in particular, the skull on this guy's head looks weird. I'm tempted to tweak this one, but I think I'll just leave it as is. Hang on. I'll just quickly. If I were to make the change, it'd be pretty simple. I'd basically just... Hang on. I'd squish that in. Delete that. And then squish that in. And that immediately makes it look like he's fitting the back better. And then I'm not. I'd probably do. If I wanted to fix the front. Oh god, there's not gonna be a super easy way to do this without distorting a lot of it. Oh wait, hold on. I know what I can do. Copy just this. And then over here, oops, erased the wrong part. Remove the skull from this side. There's still like some color. Is that just my... No, okay, I wasn't just imagining that. Like I said, later on I might actually make some new ones. Oh, you know what? I don't have an underlying tongue, so this isn't even worth it. I'd have to go and get a look at, not Lickin' tongue. The Licky Licky was the second form? A Licky Licky tongue. Which, I'm not gonna bother doing that, because I'm not even gonna keep the one I tweak. This one, I remember, oops, definitely being a request I received. Which, I think this one came out really good. Excuse me, I have slight indigestion, probably because I'm having just coffee without any food. Lollipony, and I want to say it was Beautifly. I think that was the name of that butterfly one. He's cute. Looks a bit more like a Digimon than a Pokemon, though. Which, you'll find with a lot of my fusions that's kind of going to be the case. They look more like Digimon than Pokemon. Just because, like, I think that it's a difference in, like, when you look at Digimon, a big part of the design philosophy was, like, a lot visually happening, while Pokemon tried to lean more towards simplicity. And when fusing, in order to capture aspects of both Pokemon, I have to have a lot going on visually. Anyway, here's Lucario and Ampharos, I want to say. Another one that this one is one that I'm particularly proud of. I think the neck looks silly, but I like that it looks silly. Alright, let's start throwing some of these off to the side. Oops. Off to the side just to make more space. Boop. Boop. Also, let's get a more appealing color going in the background. Maybe not purple. What's a good color? Maybe just darker purple? Yeah, just darker purple looks good. Oh, but, so this is one of the ones that had less good quality because it was ripped from my Tumblr blog because I don't have the original anymore. It's got fuzzy outlines all over it. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's clean this bad boy up. Boop. Oops. I forgot to change the... There we go. Welcome to the world of pixel art. It doesn't look quite right because it's not the original colors I gave it for its border, though. Because, like, the Tumblrification of it, of being copied from from the Tumblr site rather than from my original file, makes it look a little grody. Fuck it, we'll just leave it with white background for now. No, I don't want to leave it with white background, though. Yeah, we'll go all the way and do all the work at it. Come on, smaller. There we go. I don't want to pause and be silent for too long, because I feel like then it's going to be a boring stream to watch. So, I just keep making myself talk, even if it's just like saying nothing in particular. How many people are here right now? Ticking between 4 and 3. Teeny tiny pixel removal. That line was definitely supposed to not be removed. This guy's design back in the day I thought came out really good. Definitely one of the largest sprites I made. Alright. That looks good on that wing. Oh, God. I wish I had all of the original files, that way I didn't have to use these, like, messy ones that I have to clean up. Because again, it's hard to tell how much of this was part of the original visual and how much of it is just from the lower quality JPEG. I don't have the... I'm gonna be so mad at myself if it turns out the USB full of them is just right here on my desk. Hold on. Apologies for any banging. Yeah, no, I don't have USB here. Oh, wait a second. Is this USB it? Hold on, I'm gonna step away from the mic for half a second. Ow. Alright, let's see if I just found a USB that has all my old artwork in it. Oh my god, I found the USB with all my old artwork in it. Okay! Well, let's just go ahead and delete the ones that are low quality. You go. This guy goes away. This guy has to go away. That one's gone. Alright, that's the low quality one's gone. Now let's just quickly... Oops. A few of these guys have some empty space that needs to be filled in. Oh, this guy needs to go. Oh man, this guy has a lot of little pockets. Hold on a second. If I go like that, and then... There we go. I can see it, like, visually, in, like, just in my head. Like, I think Gen 4 was when I was, like, you know, that's when I was, like, 10, 12. That was when I was the primary age for Pokemon, so I remember the movies and everything. I can see this guy, like, flying through space doing combat. Oops. I gotta be careful not to wipe out too much of the white on her. Oh, and actually I have to give her back some white. Like I said, at some point in the future I might stream some video games as well. Debating if I want to do Crusader Kings or Crusader Kings 3, which I own but I'm not good at and do not know what I'm doing, so that'll be a fun thing to stream. Or stream a little bit of Hearts of Iron, the Old World Blues mod, because I'm a great big Fallout nerd. Well, I also thought about maybe just streaming Portal. I could beat the entire first game in one run with only like 1 or 2 hours burned away, probably. Alright. There's all the empty spaces filled back in. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, God, all my old stuff. Here we go. So now we can start actually getting the original files out. Here we go. So here is my second one I ever did. This was again before I started. I didn't get any proper requests, but my brother had asked me to do this. The original starters. Or hold on, let me get the. I need the tiny sprites, not the big ones. Because my brother was a Gen 1 baby. Like, he played it with Pokemon with the first generation. Yeah. Uh, oh, hold on. Did my stream mess up? Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Oh, and actually, hang on. Now I can give a solid number on how many of these I have made. I have made... Oh. More than 160. Because these are just the ones from my old computer, not the ones from my newer computer that are in that file. I think this came out really good. Like, I think I managed to capture the essence of all three of the starters. With each with each evolution, though, I think it gets a little bit worse, honestly. Specifically, the third form is something I would love to go back and change. Hang on. Yeah. So the second one I think came out good still. But then if I open the third one, also Jesus, same like bit scaling, but he's just like so much bigger. Yeah, with the third evolution, I think the wings look not good. Like the way that they just sort of jet off the side of the shell, and how like the way I had to really bend the flower to form a shell shape still. So something about his whole entire overall like shape looks weird. Let me get. Oh, thank you. Oh, for those who aren't going to be able to see the chat when this is eventually thrown on YouTube, somebody said it looked great, and I'm just like, I like the first two, but like I said, the third one just, eh. I don't think it came out as well. Let me get these all lined up so that it's just a teeny bit of space between. I don't want them touching, but I also want them as close as I can get them without them touching. There we go. These three I want to keep like lined up close to each other whatever the final design looks like. There we go. So yeah. And let's get these two guys like right next to each other too. And take a sippy sip of my coffee. Mm. And then let's do this. Hang on. Oop. Zoom in further. And just pack these in super close. Again, for anyone who has joined, I'm making a background up out of all my old Pokemon sprite artwork. That's going to serve as my channel banner. There we go. Yay! Let's get these three lined up next to each other similarly. And tuck this guy underneath his big brother's arm. It's been a long time since I did anything sprite work wise. I'm well, I was gonna say I wouldn't mind picking it up again. I'm definitely gonna pick it up again for just random sporadic streams. Maybe at some point do some with my friends. Because I got a few artist friends now who are actually good at doing art. And don't just throw sprites together. Not to say sprite works. I'm underselling myself because I don't think what I do is good. I'm not trying to undersell other people who also do sprite artwork. Those guys again, we already... Oh, here we go. So, almost immediately after I had done the Kanto starters, I started getting requests, and one of the first requests, do the same fucking thing to Johto. And who am I to deny the people what they want? Ugh. I feel like this one's nose is a little flat, but I think that's okay. Oops, I cut off part of him. Look at her. Look at her. So cute. Gonna set its own fucking leaf on fire. And then Johto stage 2. What usually ends up happening, or hang on, whenever I do like fusion stuff, is that some Pokemon comes out as the more dominant force visually. Because like if you try and make them equally balanced, you're gonna end up with some bizarre ass body shapes. Its shiny version looks like it could be like a fruit. I want to eat it. Stream's still up, right? Yeah, okay. And my internet has a tendency to be a little bit fucky-wucky. So, I'm being probably a little overly cautious and checking a little more than I need to on the stream. Let's get these guys aligned at their tootsies. Also, hang on. Let's get all this thrown right against the border. There we go. Because I want everything to sort of build out from that corner. I don't know if that's going to look good visually, but that's what I'm going to do. And I want to really just... You know, I'm really packing them together tight. I hope that that doesn't leave, like... I think I'll have enough to fill most of the space. I think I'll be fine. I have an interesting relationship with the Pokemon series in that I actually don't like the mainline games because I'm not a big fan of that kind of like grindy style JRPG. But I love the Pokemon universe and like the creatures and the spin-off games. Like what I was always in love with growing up. Also, I like how his shiny variant is just like striped crocodile colors. But the ones I always the thing I always liked is when playing Pokemon. What I always enjoyed growing up was the Ranger games and God. I had the first Mystery Dungeon, but the cartridge was broken, so we couldn't save. So me and my brother would just leave it on for days and days and days and days at a time, which probably was not good for the frickin' what you call it, uh, Game Boy Advanced or the cartridge itself. The cartridge probably just got worse because of that. Should I not have the two starter type? Well, they were made in close proximity to each other, so I'll leave them in close proximity to each other. If I get a small enough Pokemon, I might jam him in that corner there. Oh, and then the next one in the original run was this guy. So let's throw him up near them. There's going to be a lot of uses of the legendaries just because people are inevitably always going to ask for lots of legendaries when they're making requests of things to do with Pokemon. I definitely got a few cases where it's so, like, it was such a bizarre combination where, like, this guy's requesting their first Pokemon team being fused into one Mega Pokemon or something. Yeah. Oh, this one was a request from my brother that I absolutely adore how it came out. Its name is Myrtle. It's Mew and Squirtle. It's just a Mew with a Squirtle shell. Look at it. Look at it. It's adorable. It's gonna fit right in here. Look at him. This is gonna be a fantastic first upload from my YouTube channel, I'll tell you that much. Obviously, I'm kidding, by the way. This is the most boring shit in the world, but I'm just gonna start hurling shit at the wall and see what sticks. Oh, this one. And so I'm gonna make sure I copy the other sprites along with it. I wanted to fuse, this is one I did of my own volition, all of Deoxys's forms to create an, like, what I'd like to think Mega Deoxys would be. Now, honestly, Mega Deoxys would not look like just a fusion of, all of his constituent forms, but mechanically, if Deoxys had a Mega form, it would just be what all of his, forms were put together benefit-wise, you know? Basically, just super stats all around. And I think, hang on, let's... So yeah, I wanted to... I kept the two split arms because I thought that was like a very cool thing. I gave him the big bulky chest of the defensive form. His legs were the fusion of attack and speed, and then the head pulled little bits of all of them. In hindsight, I should have given him... Or no, I gave him the back head spike of the speed form, I guess. I should have given him the ears of the speed form, I think. But I'm not here to modify these, I'm here to just get them up. There we go. Alright, so let's squeeze him in right around here, I think. I'm wondering if purple's the best color, but I don't know. If any of you have a good idea for a color, let me know. I'm just gonna stick with purple for now. I don't know if YouTube banners are the same as Twitch banners, but if they are, I think I'll make this the banner on my personal YouTube channel as well. This next one is Mewtwo and Deoxys. Basically just Mewtwo in badass armor. Oops. Have they ever shown Mewtwo fighting Deoxys in the series? I feel like that has to have been a thing at some point, right? If not, that's a missed opportunity right there. He fits in perfectly right there. Also, oh no, that's part of his head cone. That, I think that's supposed to be filled in. Yeah, it looks right. Oh yeah. So, hang on. Up until this point, all of them just had a plain white background, but then I decided I want to try and give it a more aesthetically pleasing throw together. The idea being, my mouse is appearing on stream, right? Oh, it isn't, is it? Oh, well, here's the link to my original Tumblr that before I made the Fusimon Tumblr that I posted it all to, and then the area above is where the the name of the person requesting would go. And this is when I started actually giving them like names outside of the description. So this is the 26th one, Mega Mewtwo Z. But let's just rip the small sprite. So yeah, this was just me trying to mix. And let me get the his constituent pieces. I wanted to make a mixture of his two mega forms. You know, his X and Y mega forms. So, I mean, basically all I did was took the X form, gave him the big old, like, crazy back head of Y, and then colored his toes. But I think it came out really well, and I like how it ultimately looks. Carefully, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Where do we want to put them? Do we want to put them over here with all the other ones? Yeah, we might as well keep them all clustered close together. The Mew type stuff. Maybe I should tuck them up. Yeah, like this instead. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on. Program's lagging. Oh. Okay. Let's take that as a quick opportunity to save. Alright. Light you up indeed. Yeah. Running out of what to talk about a little bit. Sorry from having more long pauses now. Oh, next one I had done was the Celefi, which is This good little bean. This green bean. This lima bean. Yeah, it can fit right up in there. Filling in the empty space. Look at it. Look at they're best friends. The two of them, look at the two of them. They're best friends. We're just going out to play, have some fun. Big brother watching over the. God. And then the next one was this pair. These spooky boys. So we're gonna tuck them in right over here, I think. Is that good? Yeah. After that was Luho. So Luho was one that I liked. It was Lucario and Ho-Oh. Again, yeah, I got a lot of requests in terms of legendary bird stuff. God, his shiny color scheme looks terrible. It really lines up with like the Gen 1 style of doing shinies, honestly. Well, I say Gen 1, Gen 2 is where the shinies were introduced. Which, fun fact, the reason Gen 2's shinies look so different from modern shinies is Gen 2, to do a shiny, it just took the pre-existing color palette and slid it over one hex code, I believe, or something like that. So, like, they didn't design the shinies. The shinies were just thrown together by the coding and happenstance kind of thing. Meanwhile, modern day, they designed them with intent. Ooh, where did that come from? Well, someone's missing 2 black pixels. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I think it might have been on this guy, maybe? That looks right. We'll just say that's where it belongs. Roseye is the next one. Oh, Roseye was one I very much liked. Rosa, I think it was Rosa Raid and Sableye. With all of these, I did both regular and shiny, but we're just keeping the regulars. But I'm at least letting y'all see the shiny. I think in this one though, the shiny honestly looks a lot cooler. I want to give the eyes both like a gemstone and a rosy look, so I think like I think I just took the normal gemstone eyes, but then did like a rose pattern in it. If I'm remembering right. Oh, hold on. Does he have a little... Just have a little space in his claw that I need to fill in. Oops. Alright, can he fill in any gaps? I don't think he can. Yeah, no, he's just barely too big for any of those gaps. But he can go right here next to Mew. Or, I should say, Myrtle, that's what it was, Myrtle. Look at Myrtle's chicken leg wings, just... Hop, hop. If you go to my account, you'll see like one of the last things I had done before linking to the stream that's going on right now was throwing out a thing apologizing for having not posted so long. Cause I know when I had gotten into doing stuff, I was having depression and such, and this was sort of an outlet to sort of make me feel productive and get rid of that, so I would every single day upload one of these things for almost a whole year. And then I sort of stopped because I was suddenly in a much better place, starting to like make friends and such again. I want to say it was right as I was getting out of high school was when I started doing this, which, a lot of my friends moving... Oh, also, this is Jirachi, Mew, and Celebi. But, a lot of friends, moving on. I was without friends for a good long chunk of time, but then I met my coworker Greg, I know I've known two Gregs in my life, so if I share stories and I mention one Greg that's an absolute piece of shit and one Greg who is a absolute sweetheart, the Greg who's a sweetheart is the one that I met. The Greg who's an asshole I knew in high school. But I met good Greg in when I was working my first job, and he got me onto Discord, and that's how I started making friends again and such. And I'm in that Discord right now waiting. And if I threw out an announcement there and to let people know if they want to join me on the stream, they can. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could do like a Pokemon Nuzlocke. That'd be a fun thing. Somebody who knows fuck all about Pokemon doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke. That won't end terribly. Oh, oh, this next one, I love him. This was one of my favorites. Like, when at this early point, this next guy I'm about to post, he was my favorite. Look at him. His name is Snifflant. He's just, it's like if everything that is the like 70s made a Pokemon. Only thing he's missing is a soul patch. Again, this is one case where I think the shiny actually looks nicer, but I'm gonna keep the basic one. See, I remember I spent like a good probably like 15 to 20 minutes getting rid of the horns, and then looked at it and I was like, it looks better with the horns, and gave it back the horns. Look at that afro. Oh. Alright, we're a little over 20 in, and I think we're filling in the space nicely, honestly. Oh, then next one was this one, which I think came out really good. I think it's cute and squishy. And I think it's going to fit in perfectly right here. Tucking its hand up into that space. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Look at it. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. How long have we been running now? Already an hour. Oh wow, and also now seeing the delay between me doing something and it showing up on stream is a good bit. Not super long, but enough to be noticeable. Oh, and next one was Cascot. This guy, hang on, this guy over here. He'll fit in really well right there. Yeah. I'm glad I found this USB drive. Oh my god. So hang on. This one. I think the person suggested it was expecting me to make something silly and bad, but I very much like what I made. I used this gym leader to get the tiny Pokeballs for his hand. I think I like how this guy came out. He's not amazing. He's nothing incredible. He's definitely not the best, but like I think I did really good considering what I had to fuse. Stroking my own dick right now. Yeah, I like how it came out. If I did this now, I'd probably put a lot more work into making the hair fit on the head better. Maybe I might give him a slightly thicker neck, but maybe not, because I think the shape of the head does add to it. But I might do the shading around the neck area better. like these early ones, I really just recolored the sprites a lot. I didn't tweak them too much aside from the like mixing. My later ones, I would really like stop and be like, what would make more sense with like the position of things? How should I shade this more? Or in some cases shade it less. Like I did it a little bit with this guy by making like light cast on their shells, but for the most part I didn't do things like that. This next one is Mandlat. So I think somebody very much like the Snivy one just like me, cause the same day it was uploaded, this was requested. I think somebody had commented on it at the time saying something like, she looks like she looks like she'd be asking for to see the manager or something like that, and I'm like, little bit. With these three, we got like the uh, so like big popular singer and her two hunky backup singer men. Oh, this one was a request from my brother, which I very much like. I think what it was at the time he's just starting his live decks, yeah, which is like like collecting every single Pokemon. He was starting his shiny live decks. That's what he was doing. He had made a full live decks, but now he's trying to get shinies of all of them. Because my brother is hugely into Pokemon. And these were the first two shinies he got for it. Soul Rock and I think it's Pilotoad is the third form of it. I think that's what it is. I think this one, I'm really proud of this one because it's simple but it's good. Like some of these are very over designed, and I think like simple ones like this one feels almost plausible. Especially with regional variants being a thing now. Like, I could see them doing something like this. Where they, like, say, make a rock-type version of him or something that gets, like, stone skin on him or something. Oh, this next one I really liked. I'll copy so you can see the two that it came from. I think this one looked really nice. The God, I don't remember their names. Gen 5, I think this was Gen 5, right? Black and White is like, I think for a lot, like it is for a lot of people, sort of a blank spot in my Pokemon knowledge. I know that it definitely has one of the better stories, but like, I think it got a lot of negative reputation for a lot of things that happened around when it came out. And it's one of those ones that is becoming popular again in hindsight. Sorry if I made some weird sounds. I was adjusting how I sat, or how I was sitting. Also, apologies for the constant blah. That's me trying to untongue tie myself. Okay, that's a look. Also, I've just realized the mute button on my headset is broken, so I hope there's not a point where I suddenly have to mute my audio, because I won't be able to do it. Hell yeah. Ooh, hold on. Lift a little white spot on this squirrel. There we go. Yeah, and he fits in here very well. Oh, that's almost perfect. I imagine this guy, like, would... I believe the centipede, what, half of him is already, like... This is already a thing it does, but, like, curl up and roll into the enemy. This next one was literally just named Blah. Like, B-L-A-H. Again, definitely one of my weaker ones. Since I was doing these, like, constantly daily, some of them are definitely better than others. Sometimes I would do more than one a day so I could have a break on the next day. But what I wanted to do was have one uploaded every single day. Like, this was at a time when I had no creative outlet. I wasn't GMing, I wasn't, like... GMing hasn't, like, running, like, D&D campaigns or other systems like Atomic Highway. Fantastic free one. I recommend looking it up if you like post-apocalyptia. But, I didn't have anybody to really do that with because, you know, post-high school, all my friends had started going on to do other things, and... It's really nice. My brother was moved out at the time with... I want to say it was the girlfriend right before the one he's with now. Who is very much better for him. Oh, this next one. I'm gonna post it, or I'm gonna pull it over with its source material, because it's something. Something kind of terrifying, honestly. That's a freaking goo baby. This is what we all look like when we're coming fresh out of the womb. It's us with our placenta. An unborn deity stands before you. Hmm. I think that's where that one's gonna go. We got it coming together pretty well. Oh, and the next one was Bufflax. So, let's slide Bufflax in. I think he'll fit in around here somewhere really well. Do you even lift? Oh, this one. Uh, this one I very much liked. Look at it. It's Ralts and Whimsicott. It looks like, it reminds me of like cotton candy. I think ultimately when I started giving them dex entries, I went back and gave this one an entry that said something about that it being like a taste, like its hair tasting like cotton candy or something like that. Like I imagine that would be this Pokemon's whole bit. Like it's sort of a running thing that a lot of the generations have, like the edible Pokemon, and I think that's what this one would be for its gen, is like candy horns, cotton candy hair. Oh, this one I loved. Gardevoir and Misdreavus. Hang on, let me get it down. Misdevor. Pastel Goth. I think it has a really nice look to it. This is one definitely, like, this is, I think, one of my prouder ones. I think I want to slide it in down here. So I think its hat could slot in quite well right around here. I think I might cap this off with fulfill the stream off with making a new one to fulfill one of your guys' requests. Doing it live. Oh, next one is these two. Let's get these two over. I like to think this is like it's night and day form, like depending on time of day it changes which form it's in. At night it closes its head up and during the day it opens up. And it has like a different like its hidden ability takes a different effect depending on time of day. Down here, up here, up here. Up here for sure. So, yeah, boop. There we go. That looks nice. I hope you all have been having a good morning. Here's another one I very much liked. Umbreon and Pikachu. We're gonna use the male variant non-shiny here. Because the flat tail is the more recognizable with Pikachu's. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Oh my god, look at that. I didn't even give this one a special name. I just called it Long Hair Roserade. I think that might be what the person had requested. Was a long-haired Roserade. So I just expand. Okay, no. And I just used Jinx to get the hair. Yes. You think you can defeat me in a Pokemon duel? Looks like I should be singing that song. You remind me of the babe. What babe? Hang on. You remind me of the babe. What babe? It's babe with power. What power? The power of voodoo. Who do you do what? Remind me of the babe. God, I hope there's rumors that they're gonna make a Netflix Labyrinth show. I would love that. I cannot even. Oh, I loved Labyrinth growing up. I can acknowledge it's just one of those movies of like, and then shit happens. But I don't mind that. Like, you know, those movies where it's just like, this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens with no real build up or setup next to this one. So like, you know, it's not necessarily the most amazing piece of like writing, but like it's just so wonderful. Anything Jim Henson makes is great. He was one of the best people ever to live. You made a what? A lava puking Girno head. Huh. Let me take a look at that. Oh. Oh. I love it. Hang on. Hang on. Dun dun. Sorry, this was made by another person. Same person who made the hand earlier. Hang on. I'm gonna try and Zawi Witch Chumilk. Zawi Bishushim. I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. Hang on. Hang on. You ready? Gonna throw your username up on stream. Cause you make good pixel art. Everybody, keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on them. They make good pixel art. Hmm. You're gonna send me the hair separately to use? Oh, thank you. I might use it. I might end up getting a situation where somebody requests something that could use that kind of hair. And actually, remove the little black bits on the front, and it could be, like Chibi Saiyan hair. Next one would be this one in the order that I released the sprites. I've got some empty gaps here. I hope I get a really small sprite that will fit in, but I don't know if I'll get anything smaller than the stuff that's already been put in. I think this guy will fit in good over here. E. Oh, Zweeb with chalky milk. That's how it's pronounced. Okay. Zweeb with chalky. Give me chalky milk. Chalky. Sorry, I'm being fucking stupid. Alright. Next one. Oh yeah. So this boy over here actually has a megaform. I forgot I gave him a megaform. I don't even think that was requested. I think that was just a thing where I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Yeah. That's some fucking anime as fuck shit right there. I believe I actually made his neck longer for the megaform as well. Oh yeah, that's right. He has two spikes. That's why it's like that. Yeah, yeah, I like the neck extend. If we, he's like half a foot taller with just neck height. Oh yeah, don't worry. I noticed the wrist spike. I fixed it. Uh, is that one pixel apart from each other? Yeah. Okay. We're not even halfway through. Oh, next is the lop fly. Or the lollop fly. Over here. Alright, there we go. Man, I'm glad I found my original ones. Alright, where are we gonna tuck lollop fly in? Uh, I do not know what Asprite is. Oh, we'll definitely repeat some of the sprites if I run out. Yeah, but I don't know what Asprite is. Actually, let me go ahead and just look that up real fast. Ace Sprite. Okay. See, I'm stupid and don't know how to read. Oh, Ace Sprite. That actually looks like a really good software. It's $20. I do not have money. I am not financially well off enough to spend $20 on a sprite thing when I can just use MS Paint. That being said, the thing I always think that I want is I want MS Paint but with layers. That's my ideal art program. Cause I I don't know. There's something I like about MS Paint. Yeah. Well, 19.99, but $20 pretty much. Oh, this one. This next one I liked how it came out. Huh. What money is that? What currency? I don't think I've ever seen that one. Like, la- my brain wants to read it as layers, but that's probably wrong. Oh, Turkish. Cool. I like how this one looked. Yeah, like very much just like looks like something. Man, there's a I'm on a Discord server. I followed this guy back in my Tumblr days. He made little clay like minifigures of for Pokemon D&D. And like this looks like something he would make of just like if this guy here was a wizard. Wizard class version of it. Hmm. Ooh, not a great conversion rate. Also, forgive me if it takes me a few moments to respond to the things, the Twitch delay and all that. So, it might be a few moments before I respond to a thing that was posted. Well, not a few minutes, like, usually only a handful of seconds. Hang on. Hang on. Uh, bright white. Impact font, where is it? There we go. Somebody screen grabbed that. Ooh. Uh, I'm not gonna specifically mention that because when the YouTube ripper this goes, I want to be avoiding politics slightly, but that's a ugh situation. I don't know how to comment on that. Sorry. Just gonna throw this at one of my friends. Hang on. Boop, boop. Jesus, that's a lot. Sorry, those of you on YouTube, I'm not gonna specify exactly what's going on. Oops. In chat, just chatting with the we Chucky Milk over here is from what was it? Turkey, right? Yeah, from Turkey. Just talk of political situation there. Just had to send that pathetic bottom text to over to my brother. Okay, so mm. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of this next one. This one is probably one of my laziest. Just head on tank. Also, good. Forgive me. I'm not gonna comment too heavily on politics stuff, because that's the kind of thing that can land people in hot water. Especially with me uploading this to YouTube when it's done. Let's try to avoid political discussion though. Oops. This next one is one of the ones that it's very simple, but I think came out well. It's very simple. It's literally just Miss Dreevius's head on. I think it's like Gothletta or Gothtel. I don't remember its actual name, but her head on its body. Also, it's always gonna be worth popping over to my channel even if I'm not streaming, because I'm hosting a couple of my friends who stream frequently. One of them in particular does a lot of gameplay and said they're going to be doing, was it at 9 p.m. or 9? Hold on. They'd set a time where they'd be streaming some art. You know, my friend Doodlesar is going to do an art stream around 9 p.m. EST, and I'll be hosting it here, or you can see it on their Twitch. Again, Doodlesar. So, they do art stuff, gaming stuff, things like that. Oh, this is another one that I like how it came out in the end. I think this was a really nice looking, just because like since they're two stars from the same gen, they already have a lot aesthetically going on that's similar. So it was really easy to make something that just came out looking really nice with them. He's got that big mustache, like God, who's the character from Chowder? Oh my god, what was his name? The chef from Chowder with the M in his name. I wish I could remember it. You can go make a dragon. That'll be cool. If you finish it before stream's up, you should share it with us. That is if you want to, obviously. It's your artwork. There we go. It is ending whenever I finish. Which we are on 41 of at least 200, so... This next one's really good. It's Mankey and Tepig. I think it's another one of those ones like, it's so simple, but also so cute. Yeah, it's a lot, but I don't mind. I don't mind doing tedious stuff. Like, I'm weird in that I find tedious things relaxing. Like, I've been working on my own tabletop system for like the past couple of years, and I've decided that I want to run a Fallout campaign in it. But rather than just, you know, using the mechanics of my system, I'm ripping everything from the Fallout franchise and converting it into things in my system, which is a lot of just copying over numbers and tweaking them slightly. But I don't mind doing it necessarily. You know, I find it slightly relaxing doing stuff like that. Oh, this next one is another one that I really like. Come on. Muck Gant. I think it moves around almost like a snail, but also like bobs its top back and forth like it's dancing. I can picture it in the anime, just like Muck Gant, Muck Gant, Muck Gant, Muck Gant, Muck Gant, like swaying back and forth. What's upper? Might tuck in here very well. Hold on. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Okay, it does fit in good. Oh, I loved this one. The perfect Christmas Pokemon. Delibird and God, I forget what its name was. Something Buck. It's a Christmas duck deer. Look at it. Another one of the ones I'm particularly proud of. I think this was around the time where I feel like I was starting to get like into the groove of making them. No, which one? This is number 44. We're 44 in. Hmm. Mm. Alright, where is this one gonna fit in? Oops, cut off its feet. Maybe there. Ooh, actually might tuck in there perfectly. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's actually a perfect fit. Oh, I love that. Oh, this one. Runiclus, or I can't say its name right, that cell Pokemon, and Xerneas mixed together. I think this one came out very cool looking in the end. It's one of those ones that somebody suggested, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna look stupid, and then I finished it, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. It gives me a little bit of a Zygarde feeling. And its shiny is, like, with the silver colors, I think its shiny is particularly cool looking. I recolored all the gems to be the colors of Runiclus's, like, blobby things. Like, I love how I made this one look. This is a little bit me, like, oh, look at how good my art is. But also, this is shit I haven't looked at in, like, years. Like, this is... It's sort of almost like a trip down memory lane for me a little bit. Man, I've been really, like, let down by the new guy put in charge of Pokemon for its, like, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. I feel like he doesn't quite get what makes Pokemon Pokemon. He's definitely made the games more accessible, but, like, a lot of the aesthetics aren't there, and Sword and Shield's villain group was the most disappointing ever. Like, I didn't think you could make a group more dull than Team Rocket. No, not to shit talk Team Rocket, but you know, Team Rocket was the first. They're just serviceable as a villain group. There's not much interesting going on beyond Herd or Mafia. You know? But like, you had the fake out, like, Sword and Shield did the really cool thing of the fake out villain group. Spoilers for Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon did the really cool idea of the fake out villain group, and they did it really well. Because Team Skull, it felt almost like a harkening back to Team Rocket, or you know, Team Rocket was based on mobs, Team Skull was based on like petty gangs, and so you really felt like there were villains, and you're given these scientists that you really like, and then you find out the scientists are the real bad guys, and it does really cool stuff with it. And they kind of tried to do that again with Sword or with Sword and Shield with Team Yell, and then like the corporation group. But like Team Yell, like I was immediately just like, oh, so this is the fake setup villain group, because they're just like so lame that you wouldn't believe for a second that they'd be the main villains. And then like the actual main villains like don't do fucking anything. They're there for the very last like gym battle, or the the end of like to interrupt your final battle in the league. Then you go and do their thing, and then you're done. And it's just like, what? Wait, huh? We're done? That's being said, Toby Fox's soundtrack is fantastic in that. Here's a Xerneas Arceus mix. And I did, like, a psychopath did all the different, like, type colorings. But the only one we're gonna be keeping, hold on, let me go ahead and just... Yeah. The only one we're actually gonna be keeping, though, is its basic non-shiny type. I think this, like... I really like Xerneas' design. X and Y had really, really good Pokemon designs. I think, honestly, some of the strongest in the series, because they really tried to lean into that RPG element. and like pull from like European fantasy aesthetic, and it worked really well for some. Like every generation, there's a couple of ones where you look at it and you're like, eh. Also, I am more and more disliking the tendency to really lean into the furries with the Pokemon design. Nothing against furry people, like, I don't mind furries, but like, it bothers me how blatantly Pokemon is pandering to them. And it makes like it's the Pokemon don't feel like animals anymore. They feel like weird anime, like cutesy creatures. Anyway, here's probably the stupidest fusion I've made. Okay, bowl. Just bowl. Look, it looks like one of those toys you get that like they wobble but they don't fall down. Those things like it's so stupid. I love it. It's gonna tuck in down here. Come on. Beep, beep, beep. Where do we want to put this? I think that's good. And hang on. Now what I'm gonna do is, oops, highlight all, drag it down by just a couple of pixels. Oh, hang on. Now, pixel distance at the top is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at the bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, yeah. And now that gives a little bit more wiggle room for squeezing things in at the top as well. I think this one was a good suggestion by the person. This next one. Look at that. It's got a hard rock aesthetic. Meloetta and Genesect. I really like Genesect. I wish they had done more with him in the stories of the stuff. It's such a good like concept for Team Plasma. I think that was that generation, right? He was introduced in Gen 4. That's the generation I remember him from, is Gen 4. But I've definitely had cases where I'm like, oh yeah, that Pokemon's part of this generation. And then I find out it's from, well, like, 2 generations ago, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Mandela died in prison. Berenstain Bears! Looks like looks like she's fucking introducing, this guy. Just like, this is my pimp. That is player in the management profession. There's some reference to the best comedian ever, Jeff Dunham. No one in the world's funnier than Jeff Dunham. God. In case you could tell that I was joking. Also, here's fucking like so hang on. If these were already very 1970s, this is just like the most 1970s thing ever, and I love it. We should start trying to fill out the bottom more. Oh, and this next one's a perfect opportunity. In fact, this one might actually be able to fill in one of the gaps in the upper left. This may be the or actually, I don't know, probably won't be able to fill in an upper gap, but this is probably one of my smallest ones. Whew. I hope y'all have been having a nice morning again. Oops. I like how like almost soulless her eyes are. Yeah, she's not gonna fit in anywhere up there. Ralt Scott, this one. I definitely could have done this one better. It's basically just a reskin of Whimsicott. I should have given it like the head cone of Ralts or something to give it a little bit more of a Ralts look. Maybe extend its hair down to cover its eyes. This is definitely one I would do different if I redid it now. Yeah, that one. Oh, I like to think that when it walks, it's like a kid walking with like a t-shirt that's too big, like ready to trip over it. Maybe sometime I should figure out how to get like that bot that lets people play music for my future art streams. Maybe double it up as like a you laugh you lose challenge situation. Oh god, this one's a nightmare. I'm not even gonna give you the ability to see source ones. You can figure it out. Anything with Runicles. I know I'm definitely saying his name wrong, but Runicles, anything with him is just nightmarish. I do not wish to be born yet, mother. I wish to remain within your womb. Do not force me into this horrible nightmare of a world upon which we reside, or within which we reside. Ooh, this is one that I like how it came out. It's very dumb and not very good, but I just like him. Look at him. He wants to have a good time. That's all. Looks like he should be fighting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I want to give you a hug with my little chest hands and then give you a hug with my big body hands. Let me just give you two hugs at once. What's wrong with that? It's two hugs. Double hug. Let's get a little closer. I forgot how many of these I made. This was, uh, the specific request is, can you fuse coughing and mischievous's eyes, mouth, and color scheme? So this person was very specific in what they wanted. But I think it's cute. I think that it was a good request in the end. Like, look at that. It's just a happy little coughing girl. Goth coughing. Girl, you think your last relationship was toxic? Then you ain't dated no one like me yet. Definitely looks like one of those kinds of people who'd be, you know, putting out tweets bragging about how she's toxic to her boyfriend. If he ain't questioning his sanity while dating you, then you ain't doing it right, girls. Miss Coughing. That's what it was called. Oh, this one I love. Hitmon Lucario. This is number 56. So we're about halfway through the first series. The ones from my old blog before I moved it to a blog specifically for the fusions. Look at that. It gave me like the little head spike thing to reflect Hitmonlee's head shape. He very much looks like a knockoff of Lucario, actually. Oh god. So this one, I was asked to my brother had asked me to fuse every single evolution. This is what we got. I think it came out pretty well. Alright. Sorry, I've realized I've started my commentary slowed down as I'm like getting really into what I'm doing. Oh god, this one's terrible. Not even just like as a design, but just like trying to erase or I did something so fucked up with the lighting. I don't know what I did with the lighting on the face. This one looks god awful though. But we're not gonna cut any of them. All of them are gonna make the final thing. I think this was definitely one of my off days. This was day 58 of doing these. I think this might actually be the worst one. Come on. Oh. Oop. Alright, let's get back in here. Tuck this thing in here. There we go. God, it's terrible. Puff last? What's puff? Oh, this one, I think. I really liked how this one came out. Look at that. I think it looks really pretty. I mean, honestly, Frostlass in general, I think that's her name. I love her design. It's a cute one. I say her, like, you know, these things can be men or women, you know, boys, girls, whatever. Just, you know, some Pokemon are blatantly more designed to look effeminate than other ones. Which, I mean, that's not to say a man can't look effeminate, but you know what I mean. The intent on the end of the designers was for this to be something people look at and go, that's a girl. Oh god. So, I loved this one. Its eyes are huge because it's supposed to have, like, crystal gem eyes. Man, again, I was a little young and, like, this isn't from one of the games. I definitely got this sprite from somewhere, and I never credited who I got it from. And I should have. I feel bad that I didn't. So whoever made that, if you ever see this, I'm sorry that I plucked your sprite and didn't give credit. That's a really shitty thing for me to have done back in the day. Actually, can they fit over here? No. No. They can't. They were a good contender. I wonder which one of these is like the smallest in terms of height, in terms of length, in terms of height and length combined, and in terms of total pixel count. Similarly, I wonder which ones are the largest. I'd be willing to bet. Oh wait, I deleted that one. Well, this one's probably the biggest. The legendary fusion, time and space fusion. This one was Bellossom and Florgrat. I can't speak. The request was these two things. Boop, 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 boop. Hmm. Alright. So, we are at number 61. Oh, here we go. So, at this point, I started doing the Gen 3 Fusion trilogy on request. Oh no, this wasn't even request, this is just one I wanted to do. I had run out of requests at this point and was like, you know, I should do this now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just calm down, bro. Just calm down. It's freaking stupid. So he would then evolve into this cute boy. Look at these cute boys. Cute boys ready to kiss you on your lips. Mwah. Fucking, I don't even know. Listen, don't question me. Don't question the things I say. Because even I don't know the things I say. I am an enigma to all, including myself. Actual mental damage. Not actual mental damage, just born weird. Oh yeah, and the third one got put off because I started getting requests again. Which, let me just say, love this one. Look at how cute and fluffy it is. Look at it. I want a plushie of this thing. Hang on, I'm just sending this to someone. Alright, let's tuck right up here with the other cute Eevee one. God, can you imagine how soft and fluffy, like, a plush of this would be? With the ear fuzz, the puffy tail, the neck fuzz. It's got a little bit of rump fuzz there, you can see. It would just be the softest, cuddliest thing to hold in your arms. Let's see here. Oh, it's Porygon and Snivy fusion. This one was really weird because Porygon and all of his sprites is done at such a unusual angle compared to all other Pokemon. Because they are really trying to demonstrate his 3D quality. I should tuck right in here pretty good. Slowly building down from that Gardevoir up there. Lopchamp. Oh, this one I really liked. Lopunny and Metachamp. I think it came out really good. I like to think she's like a kickboxer. I think I like the shade of purple that I'm using for the background. It contrasts well with a lot of them. This is Gudra and Melodic. Gudra's one of my favorite Pokemon. I just really like it. I don't know why. the wrong thing there. Those don't get deleted. That's the side of its body. Whew. Let's actually place it all the way down here. Ooh, this one, Crickamoth. It was Crickatoon and Mothium fusion request. I know one thing I played with the idea of doing at some point was doing in-between evolution step stuff. It's like take one Pokemon and its evolved form and then fuse those to make like an in-between form. Yeah. This one looks like fuck you up. I feel like this one would work with Barbers a lot, actually, with its mustache and like its blade hands. Its Pokedex would mention something about it respecting people with fine facial hair. I realize now I got a lot of requests involving the blatantly girl Pokemon things. Like the ones that are just like a humanoid girl fused with another humanoid girl. Ooh, that's a good spot for her. Hold on. Ooh. She tucks in there nicely. We are on number 70. This was a Flareon and Leafeon fusion that I was asked to do. I'm leaving these guys aside until I make their third form, or until I find where I put their third form. This one's a nice, like, almost autumn Pokemon. If you were allowed to have a fire grass, that's what this one would be, but since that's not really a thing, I think it'd just be like grass. Maybe it's just grass type. Also, another wonderfully huggable one. $71. Oh, this one was one that I loved. I was asked to use, or put Bouffalin's Afro onto Gorgeous. I'm definitely saying that one's name wrong, but look at it! Look at it! It's so goofy. I love it. Alright. Where are we gonna tuck this thing? Up here, I think, is good. With shiny variants is the same, except it glows yellow on the inside and has purple hair. Oh, God damn it. Oh fuck, I cut off too much. Yeah, this looks really nice. Drag down. Oh fuck. There we go. Look at it. It's so, it's so delightfully silly. Oh god, this one was a weird combination, but I think came out really weird. Gorbis and Beautifly. This was one of the ones where like I really started like experimenting with like actually putting together my own pieces rather than just mashing together what was already there. And I think it came out really well. It's like you know that moth that drinks from people's tear ducts? It's like that. It's that of the Pokemon world. This thing is like tiny and just flies into your room while you sleep and just gets a big sippy of your tear juice. Oh, here we go. Finish form finally. I think that these worked together really well. I kept it really concise. I definitely showed a lot of favoring toward the grass. But I mean, let's be honest. Who doesn't think this guy looks badass? Like the he's the coolest starter of that generation. Let's just do this, and then cut. And how are things looking across? All right, let's tuck them at the bottom. We're almost halfway across, and we're only on number 74. Can you fuse Cacturn female and Zorok's hair? Because I want a majestic Cacturn was the request. And I think I gave them a majestic as fuck Cacturn. He looks like he's ready to cause some mischief. I'm gonna throw this out there. If anybody wants to use one of these as a profile picture or something, feel free, just credit me. Credit me with a link to like my Twitch or to my Tumblr. Either one of my Tumblrs. Because I think I'm gonna start using those a little bit more to just like anything I like make on stream I'm gonna post over there. Give some content to the people who are still following me after probably more than like a year, or definitely more than a year of radio silence. Mega Gardevoir and Mega Ampharos fusion. Hang on. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. I think that's very pretty. How long have we been going for? 2.5 hours. Shoo. That's her hair. Oh no, that's not her hair behind her. There we go. There we go. Alright, that was number 75. We're now going to number 76. Umbernard. Oh, and this one doesn't have a this one has to have been a request, and I just missed its request on the post. Oh well. Here's what it looks like. Fusion of these two. Neat centaur. Do they have any centaur type Pokemon? I don't know if they do. That feels like something they must have done at some point. A Pokemon with a centaur body. It makes too much sense for them to have not. I could have moved him over slightly more. Also, I'm getting a wee bit peckish. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Tucked right in. Ready to fuck some shit up. Number 78, Valqueen. Fuse Vespiquen and Volcarona. It's Volcarona time. That gets me demonetized because it sounds like I'm saying the name of a certain virus. Well, I guess I have to be monetized before I can be demonetized. Yeah, okay. $79, Shaylee. Oh god. This one. I like how this one... Oh, I remember. At this point, what I had started doing when there wasn't requests is I would just open up like a random Pokemon picker. And look at that beauty. I think he looks badass. And not overly complex either. Has a little bit of that early 2000s look with his hairdo. Or, he... Top of the morning to you, laddies. Today we'll be showing some Pokemon pixel artwork. Let's see. Yeah, let me zoom in more so I can see what I'm doing better. It's ready to kick her in the head. Yeah. Hang on, I'm actually gonna do resize 200. Gonna send that to someone I know. Dunchling. Oh god. I love I love how this one came out. It's so beautifully derp. Look at it. Okay, it just got a big old dragon head on a teeny bird body. Big old dragon boy. Teeny. Teeny tiny body. I'm being stupid. I love him. Jeez. I just was gonna be uploading a fucking 2.5 hour, definitely longer YouTube video. No one's gonna stick with this all the way as my first video, but fuck it. I'm not doing this for no one but me. Runiclus with Deant Seal. I can't say these names. I'm too stupid right now to say their names. Boo. Boo boo. Boo 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 doo doo. Do 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 do. Oh, that's perfect. Alright. 82. Spirebat. Oh, this one's so cute. This one's so cute. Look at it. It's a little puffy bat thing. It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. She's got her little hands. Taking off into flight with her little hands. She's like, I'm gonna fly away. Woo! Alright, where were we? How long has that been there? Yeah, it'll fit in really well there. Oops. Miss Jinx. Uh, Miss Magius and Jinx. Or Miss Magius, however you pronounce it. It's basically just, Miss Magius with hair and a longer, flowier dress. You know, sometimes that's all you gotta do. Sometimes that's all you gotta do to make it look good. Can infuse coughing and Gothleeta's eyes, mouth, and color scheme. So this is another one where I was just told to give coughing the face of another Pokemon, pretty much. And boy, oh boy, did it come out good. They look like they're in a perpetual state of like shock, but not really shocked. Like they are expecting it, but they're like still a little disappointed that it happened. You know, like the expression my parents give me every time they see me. '85 Vespadrill, Beedrill, and Vespiquen. We get Vespadrill. let's squeeze her in toward the top. It's looking good so far. Nearing the halfway mark. Ugh. 86. Lucro. Hunkro and Lucario. Boop, boopity boop boop boop. Dashing Crow Furry. That's what we got here, a Dashing Crow Furry. Brr! I'm gonna steal your corn! Brr! He's touching the other sprite. No touching allowed. Yay. Ooh. 87 Hopmite. Fuse Hoopa and Bergamite. Bergamite. So, this was a hard one, because Hoopa didn't really have a 2D sprite to speak of. But in the end, it came out good. I like it. And I think it'll tuck in over here nicely. This one actually feels like it could be an entirely new Pokemon, honestly. Mewtwo. Or Meowchu, sorry. A request from my brother to fuse Meowth and Pikachu. I think it came out very well. Yeah, Meowth's feet, whiskers, coin, and mouth all on a Pikachu body. I like to think like electrical sparks run off the across all the whiskers. Us, I'm calling it. Come 1 or 2 generations, we're gonna get a Pikachu knockoff that looks something like this, because every generation has its Pikachu knockoff. They're gonna make something that looks something like that eventually. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting ones that have fucking descriptions on them again. This one is Chesnat. And its description is... Praised by ancient civilizations as a bird of the afterlife, Chesnat holds the power to bring one between worlds. Another thing I try to replicate is very often early Pokedex entries were 2 sentences about the Pokemon, but that were usually not related to each other. It's like 2 different statements that describe something pertaining to the Pokemon at hand, but the 2 sentences aren't correlating to one another. I just realized all I did was repeat myself. Listen, I'm at a loss for commentary, okay? I'm not a funny man. Uh, this one is for my brother. It was Partini. The mushrooms on its back are considered a great delicacy in far-off lands. Mushrooms on what's back? This thing's back, of course. Okay, it's all cute. I like Victini. Let's push him in as far as we can into here. Number 91 is Boofalis. Can you fuse Boofalant's afro onto Deontay? Because I've never seen a Deontay with an afro. So this person literally just wanted Deontay with an afro. And the description I gave was, people love afros. Because I get requested to do a lot of things involving Pokemon with afros. I mean, I can't blame them. I don't think there's a single Pokemon that wouldn't look good with an afro. Alright. Next is Meowdrill, a Meowth Beedrill mix, that someone requested. This Pokemon is incredibly loyal to those who respect it, defending them until it can't stand. Oops, I did copy again. Ooh, ooh. Meowdrill, coming in now. I think that looks cool. And some people come up with mixtures I would have never thought of myself. Alright, where are we gonna tuck Meowdrill in? Over here, maybe? Or down here? Down here will be good. There we go. Right along the bottom. Man, what? We're approaching the 3-hour mark. I think I might actually give it a break at 3 hours and either pick up later today or tomorrow. Depending on how things go. The next one is a request to fuse Absol and Pidove. I called it Pidole. Let me get it up for ya. So this is Pidole. Considered one of the most skilled flyers in the Pokemon world, these Pokemon were used to deliver messages during wartime. Didn't do a lot. It's basically just a Pidove with the tail, ear, feet, and a helmet of Absol. Well, helmet, the hair of Absol, but done up like it's a helmet. Absol's a cool Pokemon. Let's tuck in a little closer there. There we go. It's looking pretty sweet. Pretty sweet, okay. Magmavire. As a request to refuse Magmortar and Electivire. Plasma produced by this Pokemon reaches temperatures as high as the sun. You can tell with some of these early ones I didn't put a lot of thought into the description. I was just like, as high as the sun. Sure. Hey, I mean, I half-assed the description, but I whole-assed the design, I think. Just gonna tuck in right here. Right in between these boys. That looks good. Alright, we're about halfway to a full, fucking word. Banner. A full banner. We're at number 94 Magvire. I think I'll call it there for now. I'm gonna go ahead and update the banner right now in stream. And then I think I'll hook up a link to, I might fucking... Word. Sorry. I might throw a link to my Tumblr account. And y'all can keep an eye on that, and I'll throw out an announcement when I'm live again, or you can keep an eye over here. So let's quickly update the banner with what we got so far. Channel. No, not channel. Video producer, right? Yeah, because that gets me to the settings stuff. Go back to creator dash. I want to go to channel settings. Here we go. Update my banner. Yeah. So let's see how the new banner looks. Oops, hold on. There we go. Back to my channel. Ooh, hold on. No, oh, I don't want to see the stream. I want to see the banner. Let me see my banner. Can't see my banner right now. I think it's trying to show me the stream has higher priority on my thing. Oh well. I'm sure it looks fine. So yeah, we're gonna take a break there. Keep an eye on the channel. I'll be setting up a link to my Tumblr account, and like I said, either later today or tomorrow early in the morning, we're gonna try and finish this up if we can. I hope you all have a nice day. There'll be more to come. See ya.